Hi, I'm Villiers Steyn and I am a professional wildlife photographer and photographic safari guide based in Hoedspruit, South Africa. And I'm also the founder of the Safari Expert YouTube channel. And I'm extremely excited to be leading 2 expeditions to Djuma later this year. The first will be from the 10th to the 15th of November and the second from the 17th to the 22nd of November. And I used to spend a lot of time on Djuma taking clients to look for big cats and to take wildlife photographs from 2017 to 2020. And I probably spent up to 8 days a month there every single month, at least during the safari season. Now, many of you will remember that the dominant male leopards at the time were Tingana and Hukumuri. Tingana was super relaxed and we often found him around camp, and he really made for the perfect subject because he was a real poser. Hukumuri came into the area slightly more seldom and he was often on the move, making him difficult to photograph. But boy, was he a beast. There was a shyer male leopard a little bit more towards the north and the east that we saw from time to time called Djuma, but I hardly ever got photos of them, apart from one day where he had made an impala kill and he dragged that carcass right past our vehicle. Now, the star of the show, at least when it comes to male leopards, was obviously young Hosana that we saw very, very regularly. And you all know just how relaxed he was. In fact, a lot of the time, he actually hung around right outside camp. When it comes to the females, Thandi obviously was the leopard that we saw most regularly, especially around camp. But there was also other females like Shadulu towards the west and Kuchava towards the east that we were always looking for, especially when they had cubs. Now, speaking about cubs, there was one day that I will never ever forget in my life. On the 2nd of January 2018, I was lucky enough to come across a tiny little Tlalamba when Thandi's cub was probably only 5 or 6 weeks old. She was keeping Tlalamba in a fallen over tree in a small drainage line, and when I arrived there, this little leopard just popped out with her beautiful blue eyes and posed for some photographs. And I was lucky that over the next few years, while I was leading photographic safaris from Djuma, I watched Tlalamba grow up, and that was a real privilege. Now, over that period, we obviously spent a lot of time also looking for lions, and the resident prides were the Umkuhuma pride and the Talamati pride. And boy, were we able to take some beautiful, beautiful photographs of them interacting, jumping in trees, on kills, and obviously posing at sunset. The dominant males at the time, when I first arrived at Djuma, were the Birmingham boys, and one day I even had a chance to photograph them lying on First Rock. But soon after, they were pushed out and replaced by the Avoca males. And even though they were quite limpy, whenever we came across them, we were able to take some beautiful photographs. Now, obviously, over that period, we also bumped into elephants and rhinos and buffalo, plenty of general game and some beautiful birds as well. And I must be honest, photographs aside, I only have fond memories of Djuma, and I cannot tell you how excited I am to go back there for the first time in 5 years. If you guys want to spend some quality time at Djuma and spend some time looking for the descendants of these big cats that we just spoke about, join me there in November this year.